In the early days of the feud between Elon Musk and Bill Gates, the tension started as a subtle clash over personal preferences, but it quickly escalated into a public rivalry that captured the attention of the media and tech enthusiasts around the world. The first notable sign of discord came in 2020, when Gates revealed in an interview that he had opted for a Porsche Taycan, a luxury electric vehicle from a company that directly competes with Musk's Tesla, instead of driving a Tesla. Gates, acknowledging Tesla's role in pioneering electric vehicles, praised the company for pushing the auto industry towards sustainable energy, but nonetheless highlighted the Porsche Taycan as his personal choice for an electric car. Musk's response was swift and pointed. He took to Twitter, sharing his disappointment over Gates' decision, signaling his belief that Gates was more interested in maintaining a conventional view of electric vehicles rather than supporting Tesla's innovative approach. Musk's reaction wasn't just about Gates' car choice, it reflected deeper frustrations with the way Gates was perceived to downplay Tesla's role in revolutionizing the electric car market. The exchange was the beginning of a simmering rivalry that would soon come to the forefront of public attention. This seemingly small issue ignited further tensions when Gates was revealed to have taken a $500 million short position against Tesla stock. Musk, a strong believer in Tesla's mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, saw this move as a direct attack on Tesla and its future prospects. He made his feelings clear through social media, denouncing Gates for betting against the very company that was working to solve the climate crisis by producing electric cars. Musk, known for his bold, unapologetic tweets, made it clear that he felt Gates wasn't genuine in his environmental stance, pointing out that while Gates had pledged billions for global health and development, he had bet heavily against a company that was at the forefront of combating climate change. The tension between the two tech moguls deepened as the media scrutinized their every move. Musk repeatedly questioned Gates' motives, accusing him of being a hypocrite for profiting off of Tesla's potential failure, all while claiming to be a champion of climate change solutions. Gates, for his part, defended his philanthropic efforts, but Musk was relentless, criticizing Gates for not putting his money into the most effective climate solutions, such as Tesla's clean energy innovations. The rivalry was more than just personal. It also reflected a deeper ideological divide. Musk's ambitious vision for the future of humanity includes the colonization of Mars, which he views as an insurance policy for the survival of the human race in case of catastrophic events on Earth. Gates, on the other hand, dismissed the idea as impractical, focusing instead on tangible, earth-bound solutions like global health initiatives and sustainable agriculture. The difference in their approaches to tackling global problems only served to further entrench their positions. As the conflict continued, Musk's fans rallied behind his bold, forward-thinking approach to technology, while Gates' supporters emphasized his decades of philanthropic work and his focus on pressing issues like global health and poverty. The feud between the two became a symbol of the divide between those who focus on long-term, visionary goals and those who prioritize immediate, practical solutions. The story captured the public's imagination, and the rivalry between Musk and Gates became one of the most talked-about battles in the tech world. In 2021, the rivalry between Elon Musk and Bill Gates took a more personal and financial turn when it was revealed that Gates had taken a $500 million short position against Tesla's stock. This disclosure sent shockwaves through the tech world, as Musk and Gates had already been publicly feuding over various issues. For Musk, who viewed Tesla as not just a company but a mission to combat climate change and lead the electric vehicle revolution, Gates' bet against Tesla was seen as a betrayal. To Musk, it wasn't just a financial move, it was a direct attack on the success of the company he had worked tirelessly to build. Tesla's meteoric rise in the stock market had already been a point of contention for many traditional investors and industry leaders who were skeptical of the company's future. Yet, Musk's confidence in Tesla was unwavering, and he frequently voiced his belief that the company was critical to addressing the global climate crisis by transitioning to renewable energy and electric transportation. Tesla's innovation and its potential for exponential growth had made the company a favorite of retail investors, but not everyone shared that optimism. When the news broke that Gates, one of the wealthiest men in the world, had placed a significant bet against Tesla, it was viewed as a sign of deep skepticism about the company's future. Short selling is a strategy in which investors bet that a stock will decrease in value, profiting when its price falls. In Gates' case, the $500 million short position was a calculated wager that Tesla's stock would not maintain its high valuation. This move seemed to run counter to Gates' public support for electric vehicles and climate solutions, especially since Tesla was widely regarded as the leader in electric transportation. Musk, who had made Tesla the cornerstone of his mission to combat climate change, reacted strongly. On social media, he criticized Gates for what he saw as hypocrisy, making a public display of supporting the environment while betting against the very company that was working towards sustainable energy solutions. The timing of Gates' short position was particularly pointed, as it came during a period when Tesla was experiencing exponential growth, and the company's stock was soaring to new heights. To Musk, it felt like an endorsement of a failing status quo, and an attempt to undermine a company that was pushing boundaries in the pursuit of clean energy. Musk's frustration was not just with the financial move itself, but with what he believed it represented: a lack of faith in innovation and the kind of entrepreneurial spirit that he and Tesla embodied. He argued that while Gates was investing in traditional industries, such as agricultural technology and health initiatives, Musk was focusing on the future, on the possibility of electric cars, space exploration, and sustainable energy solutions. Musk's criticisms grew sharper as the rivalry intensified, with him questioning how someone like Gates, who claimed to care about climate change, could actively seek to profit from a company that was actively working to mitigate it. Despite Musk's public condemnation of Gates' short position, Gates stood by his investment strategy. In interviews, he pointed out that shorting Tesla was a financial move, not an ideological one. Gates explained that his short position was based on his belief that Tesla's stock was overvalued, with its market cap far exceeding the company's current production and revenue levels. Gates also emphasized that while he supported the growth of electric vehicles and renewable energy, he believed that the solutions to climate change were far more complex than simply focusing on electric cars. Gates argued that other sectors, such as steel production and agriculture, were also crucial to reducing carbon emissions and combating global warming. The battle over Tesla's stock served as a microcosm of the broader ideological divide between the two billionaires. While Musk was betting on radical innovation to transform industries, Gates focused on tackling global problems in ways that he felt would yield more immediate, practical results. Their public feud was no longer just about electric vehicles. It was a philosophical battle over the direction of technological progress and the best ways to address climate change. The $500 million short position against Tesla was not just a financial maneuver, it became a symbolic gesture in the ongoing clash between Musk's vision of the future and Gates' more cautious, pragmatic approach. The controversy fueled further media coverage of their rivalry, with analysts and commentators weighing in on the implications of such a high-profile financial bet. It also highlighted the growing divide between Silicon Valley's most prominent figures and their differing views on how best to address the world's most pressing issues.
Explain to me what the fuck Bill Gates was talking about when he was saying that you can't do trucks. What was?
Yeah, I didn't know what you're talking about.
Why did he say that then? Like, why would someone?
Probably somebody told him that, and he just
repeated it.
He's just not that close to the physics of it, and so
because I don't
think he's ill-intentioned here. He just doesn't know what he's talking about.
But why say it then? Like, you think about a guy who's so involved in technology, you would think he would only talk about things you understand.
I don't know. It's weird. I also heard that at one point he had a big short position against Tesla, which was kind of, I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems weird. People I know who know the situation well, I said, "Are you sure?" They said, "Yeah, he had a big short position against Tesla," which obviously didn't work out too well. But anyway, I think he's generally got good intentions here. I think he's probably just not. I don't hate Bill Gates, to be clear. I think he just probably doesn't know the science.
Yeah, I just thought it was odd because I knew that you guys were developing a semi.
But we have prototypes that
actually drive.
Like we've used them to transport cars and stuff. It's not like it's not like a unicorn. Like it was Pegasus or something. I was like, what are you talking about? We literally have prototypes that work.
In the ongoing rivalry between Elon Musk and Bill Gates, one of the most striking points of contention has been their differing views on how to tackle climate change. While both men share a deep concern for the environment, their approaches to solving the planet's environmental crises couldn't be more different. For Musk, the answer lies in groundbreaking technologies like electric vehicles, solar power, and space exploration, while Gates believes in a more measured, multifaceted approach that emphasizes a broader range of solutions beyond just the automotive industry. Musk, through his companies Tesla and SolarCity, has made a name for himself as a pioneer of clean energy. His belief that electric vehicles are critical to reducing carbon emissions and fighting climate change has made him an icon in the world of sustainable energy. For Musk, Tesla is more than just a car company, it's a critical tool in the battle against global warming. His goal is to accelerate the world's transition to renewable energy, and he frequently talks about the urgency of that mission. Musk argues that climate change solutions need to be driven by technological innovation, and he sees Tesla's success in creating high-performance electric cars as proof that innovation can lead to real change. On the other hand, Bill Gates, while also an advocate for clean energy, takes a broader view of climate change. Gates has consistently argued that climate solutions need to encompass more than just electric vehicles. As a philanthropist and founder of Breakthrough Energy, a venture fund aimed at accelerating innovations in clean energy, Gates has invested heavily in areas like green hydrogen, energy storage, and carbon capture. He has expressed concern that focusing too narrowly on electric vehicles could lead to neglecting other high-emission industries such as steel, cement, and agriculture, which he believes are just as crucial to address in the fight against climate change. Gates is also a vocal proponent of the need for global cooperation, especially when it comes to technologies that are still in their infancy. He has argued that solving climate change will require significant investments in unproven technologies, and he has been a strong advocate for government and private sector collaboration to support this innovation. Gates has pointed out that technologies like electric cars represent just one piece of the puzzle, and that other industries like heavy industry and agriculture must be decarbonized if the world is to meet the ambitious goals of the Paris Agreement. This ideological divide was highlighted in 2021 when Gates publicly questioned Musk's focus on space exploration and Mars colonization, suggesting that resources might be better spent on addressing more immediate issues, such as global health or climate change here on Earth. Musk, in contrast, sees his work at SpaceX as essential to the long-term survival of humanity, arguing that if we don't develop the technology to make life multiplanetary, we risk the extinction of the human race. For Musk, focusing on Earth's problems alone is not enough. Humanity must also look to the stars. This tension came to a head in 2021 when Gates criticized Musk's style of philanthropy. Musk, a self-described libertarian, had been vocal about his dislike of government intervention in solving climate change. Gates, on the other hand, has argued that addressing climate change will require coordinated efforts between governments, businesses, and philanthropists. Gates has been more willing to engage in policy discussions and work with global leaders to craft climate change strategies, while Musk has often criticized government subsidies for green energy, arguing that the market should drive innovation. These public disagreements highlight the larger philosophical divide between the two men. While Gates believes that solving climate change will require significant government intervention and a broad, global effort, Musk sees it as a challenge best tackled by private sector innovation and market-driven solutions. Gates has also been critical of Musk's sometimes cavalier attitude toward regulation, particularly regarding environmental standards. Musk, for his part, has argued that government regulations often stifle innovation and that the best way to tackle climate change is to unleash the power of entrepreneurs and disruptors like himself. The debate over climate change solutions between Musk and Gates is not just an ideological battle but also a reflection of their different approaches to business and technology. Musk has built his fortune by challenging established industries and disrupting traditional business models, while Gates has long been a proponent of using his wealth and influence to support and guide institutions, both public and private, in addressing the world's most pressing issues. Their differing approaches to climate change reflect broader differences in their views on how technology and business should operate in society. This clash of ideas is likely to continue to play out as both men remain at the forefront of global efforts to address climate change. While Musk continues to push for market-driven solutions, Gates will likely continue to advocate for a more cooperative, multifaceted approach to tackling the climate crisis. Despite their differences, both men share a commitment to the environment and will undoubtedly continue to play significant roles in shaping the future of clean energy and climate change mitigation.
There are 8 billion people on Earth, and it would be better if there were none.
That's dark.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
really
like,
dark.
hey, buddy, you can start with yourself.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, I know
if
it.
you really want to, make a difference. How about take your own advice here? But that's like a crazy viewpoint. That's like literally saying let's genocide humanity.
Mhm.
I'm like, what? How can you say that with a straight face? That sounds like total madness. But people, like I said, in the limit of environmentalism, it sort of becomes like an ingrown toenail. It's sort of like, yeah, toenail's fine, but not if it's like warped and ingrown. It's just gone too far. Humanity's not a blight on the face of the earth, and frankly, even with climate change, life on Earth will still continue. The calamities that Earth has suffered, where life continued afterwards, like gigantic meteorite impacts, super volcanoes, the continents drifting all over the place. There have been times in Earth's past where it's been like a total snowball, or it's been absolutely sweltering hot. And life. We had many extinction events, but but life continued. But we don't see the dinosaurs now, but they've had a good run for whatever 100+ million years. So even if there's catastrophic climate change on Earth, life continues. It just may not be the life as we know it. It may not be humans. It'll be something else. So what we're talking about with climate change is not a threat to all life on Earth, but really maybe a threat to humans and dislocation of humans if there's low-lying countries that the water level rises and now they're underwater type of thing. So I think one just needs to strike the right balance by saying, like, look, over time we need to move to a sustainable energy economy, and we can't just keep taking billions of tons of carbon from deep underground and putting it in the atmosphere and expect nothing will happen forever.
Yeah.
But we also don't need to be alarmist about it and super negative and massively disrupt people's lifestyles. I mean, I think people can continue to live a normal life.
As Elon Musk and Bill Gates continue to make headlines, one of the most significant aspects of their rivalry is how their philanthropy and legacies diverge, reflecting their very different worldviews and approaches to global issues. Both men have amassed enormous wealth, and while they share a commitment to addressing societal challenges, their methods and ideologies set them apart. Bill Gates has long been recognized as one of the most influential philanthropists of the modern era, largely through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which he co-founded with his ex-wife. The foundation has donated billions of dollars to various global causes, particularly in the realms of public health, education, and poverty alleviation. Gates's focus on solving systemic problems through large-scale, institution-driven solutions has made him a leading figure in global philanthropy. His foundation has worked on tackling major diseases like malaria, polio, and HIV, as well as addressing issues such as food security and access to education. Gates's approach is methodical, relying heavily on partnerships with governments, global organizations, and other institutions to create long-term, sustainable solutions. Musk, on the other hand, has taken a different approach to philanthropy, with his focus more on innovation and disruptive technology. Through initiatives like the Musk Foundation, he has donated money to various causes, including clean energy, space exploration, and artificial intelligence. However, Musk's philanthropic efforts have often been criticized for lacking the same level of institutional support and long-term planning that Gates's initiatives boast. Rather than partnering with large organizations or working within existing frameworks, Musk tends to channel his wealth into projects that aim to radically change industries, like electric vehicles through Tesla or space exploration through SpaceX. Musk's most high-profile philanthropic gesture was his pledge to donate a portion of his wealth to causes like renewable energy and environmental conservation, but his critics argue that his contributions often seem more focused on personal branding than on creating a lasting legacy. The contrast between their philanthropic philosophies also extends to their views on climate change, one of the most pressing global issues. Gates has often emphasized the importance of government policies and large-scale collaborations to address climate change, calling for global investments in clean energy and innovations to reduce emissions across industries like steel, cement, and agriculture. Musk, in contrast, advocates for a market-driven approach, believing that technological innovations such as the development of electric vehicles and solar energy solutions will solve the climate crisis. While both men support efforts to combat climate change, their differences are clear. Gates sees systemic, policy-driven action as the solution, while Musk believes that individual entrepreneurs and companies will drive the necessary change. Their contrasting legacies are also reflected in how they approach their respective industries. Gates's work with Microsoft and his foundation has cemented his place in history as a pioneering figure in both technology and global philanthropy. Musk, however, is positioning himself as a futurist, whose ventures are aimed at shaping the next century of human civilization. With SpaceX, Musk dreams of making humanity a multiplanetary species, while Tesla's push for electric vehicles is reshaping the automotive industry. Musk's legacy is likely to be more contentious, as his influence stretches across numerous industries, sometimes provoking both admiration and criticism in equal measure. Ultimately, the comparison between Musk and Gates comes down to their vision for the future. Gates's legacy is firmly rooted in the power of collaboration and systematic change, while Musk's is built on innovation, entrepreneurship, and a belief that individual ingenuity can overcome even the most entrenched global challenges.